Welcome back to Pranenka Predictions, everyone, where each week I'll be discussing with you all the best games from the EPL and La Liga and sharing with you my top predictions for every round. Be sure to stick around to the very end of this video where I'm going to be sharing with you my top 3 predictions for this coming round of Boxing Day matches in the EPL. And this week I'll be including an anytime goal scorer in my predictions. Will it be Mo Salah after his brace against Tottenham? Or maybe Luis Diaz instead? Or could I go for the informed Isaac at Newcastle? You're just going to have to stick around to the end to find out who I'm picking to get on the score sheet this weekend. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any of my future tips. And to also help me grow this channel, please share this video with all your footballing mates. Last weekend's action saw some amazing games of football, like Liverpool tearing Tottenham a new one in their own backyard. Kind of like what Bournemouth did to Man U for the second year running. I'm having a hard time deciding right now which is actually the worst team in Manchester. Is it Man U because they're down in 13th place? Or is it Man City because they haven't managed to win a game in their last 12? Let me know who you think is the more embarrassing of these two formerly great clubs down in the comments. Is it Guardiola's sinking Man City? Or is it Amorim's Manchester United? Arsenal turned it on against Crystal Palace for the second time in a week and smashed 5 goals past them. Wolves can't decide if they're leaving or staying in the Premier League, and Chelsea hung on against the Sticky Toffees to come away with a lucky draw and stay in second place. And in Spain, Barcelona, although they did outplay Atletico Madrid, they lost that game 2-1 and dropped down from 1st to 3rd in the Liga. And they might now be adding a new striker to the list of things that they want for Christmas this year. However, in England, the games don't stop and we have plenty of great games to discuss and predict for this coming Boxing Day. So let's get right into it and kick off our predictions with our first game, which sees Manchester City hosting Everton. Should we just call this game a draw straight off and just stop wasting time and move on to something more exciting? I mean, Manchester City, they can't even remember what it feels like to win a game right now. And Everton, well, they've drawn 4 of their last 6 games, and I really can't see anything exciting happening in this game, to be honest. Man City, they always, of course, should be favourites to win this game, but they just probably won't. They don't win anymore. And I don't see Everton trying too hard to win this game either, and I'm sure they'll just be happy with a draw from this game. So straight off the bat, for our first prediction for this coming round of Boxing Day matches, I'm just going to pick a draw between Man City and Everton. Off to London now for a much more exciting game, and we've got Chelsea hosting Fulham. Now, Fulham are a bit of a hard team to predict sometimes. I mean, they are undefeated in their last 5 games and they managed some really good draws away against Liverpool and at home against Arsenal. But then, how can they not beat Southampton on the weekend? That was a huge surprise for me, and I'm sure it was for a lot of you as well. And it would also be a surprise for me if they do manage to come away with any points from this game against Chelsea. Now, although Chelsea didn't play the best away game against Everton, their recent home form does tell a different story altogether. And although I don't see them getting an easy victory in this game, I do see them getting the win and coming away with the 3 points. So my prediction for Chelsea versus Fulham is a Chelsea home win. Newcastle will be looking to continue their rich vein of form as they host Aston Villa this week. And Newcastle will be looking for their 4th straight win in succession and to add to their impressive tally of 16 goals in their last 5 games. And a lot of those goals have been coming from the informed Isaac, who notched a hat-trick on the weekend against Ipswich. And considering that Villa have Jean Duran in their side, this game will see 2 of the most informed players right now going head-to-head. And that means that this game should produce goals. And I'm confident that both teams will find the back of the net in this one. And the goals probably won't stop there either. Considering Newcastle's consistent form at the moment, and they are scoring a lot of goals at home, I'd usually pick them as favourites to get the win in this game. But instead for this one, I'm simply going to predict over 2.5 goals in this game. Maybe Villa will get a draw. The high-flying Nottingham Forest are at home against the always exciting Tottenham Hotspur. You know, there have been 21 goals in Tottenham's last 3 EPL games alone. They've scored 11 and conceded 10. So, I mean, it's fair to say, at least for their fans, they're getting their money's worth. They travel away to the 4th place surprise package of the season so far in Nottingham Forest, who themselves are looking for their 4th straight win in a row. They became the first team to beat Brentford away this season last weekend. And that result follows on from victories against both Aston Villa and Manchester United. I wouldn't be surprised if Nottingham got the win against Spurs this week. But I think it's probably safer to once again predict another high scoring affair in this game given Tottenham's recent results. Both teams scoring does appeal to me in this game, but you just never know with this Tottenham side. So just to play it a bit safer, I'm going for once again over 2.5 goals in this Boxing Day match between Nottingham Forest and very exciting Tottenham Hotspur. Let me know your thoughts on this game and any other games down in the comments. A seemingly bipolar Wolverhampton Wanderers take on Manchester United this week. What's the story with Wolves at the moment? I mean, one week they're fighting each other on the pitch and losing at home against Ipswich, and the next week they go and put 3 past Leicester and they record a comfortable yet unexpected win. I mean, what's going on there? They're still down in the relegation places right now, and they'll be hoping to add some much more needed points to their tally this weekend as they take on an out of sorts Manchester United. United, however, they're only 10 points above Wolves at the moment, and their away form isn't going to inspire much confidence in the team. Their only recent away win came against their Manchester rivals Man City, and given the way City's playing, that's not really a big surprise either, and City, to be fair, really gifted them that win by switching off once again in the final few minutes of that game. United, they do have some quality players in their side, and they should be confident of at least finding the back of the net in this game. But I wouldn't bet on them getting the 3 points. Instead, for this game, I'm simply going to be predicting that both teams will score on it. I mean, it could go either way depending on which Wolves team shows up. I just feel both teams to score is the safest and best option for this game. League leaders Liverpool, fresh from their recent demolition of Tottenham Hotspur, take on a slowly fading away Leicester City at Anfield this week. And I mean, what can we say about that Liverpool performance last week? Salah scored 2 goals, Diaz scored 2. Surely there can only be one winner from this game. Leicester last week, they were comfortably beaten 3-0 at home by Wolverhampton, and they'll be hoping that this game doesn't get too much worse for them. But I'm afraid it will. Backed on by their home support, Liverpool will feel that this game will provide the perfect opportunity to increase their lead at the top of the table and to significantly improve their goal difference as well. This game is really a no-brainer for me, so I'm just going to predict a home win for Liverpool and over 2.5 goals as well. It's going to be a very Merry Christmas indeed for the red side of Liverpool. Our final game for round 18 of the EPL sees 3rd place Arsenal hosting second last place Ipswich Town. Arsenal once again turned on the star last weekend as they scored 5 goals away against Crystal Palace to record a comfortable victory, whereas Ipswich were handed a 4-0 drubbing at home against Newcastle, and I feel that the result this weekend is going to be quite similar to last weekend's results for both teams, as I can see nothing more than Arsenal coming away with a comfortable home victory. Gabriel Jesus' return to form has played a big part in the Gunners' recent run of results, and I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him adding to his goal tally this weekend. He should have made it 2 hat-tricks in 2 games against the Eagles, and if I was going to pick a goal scorer in this game, then he would definitely be the first name on my list. In fact, this week I'm going to include him in my prediction, as I'm going to predict an Arsenal home win and Gabriel Jesus to score at any time. Now, for my top 3 predictions for round 18 of the Premier League, I'm starting with my number 3 prediction, and that is for there to be over 2.5 goals between Nottingham Forest and Tottenham. My second favourite prediction for this round is for Arsenal to beat Ipswich with Gabriel Jesus getting on the score sheet. And my number 1 prediction for round 18 sees Liverpool at home beating Leicester and for there to be over 2.5 goals in that game. Let me know all your predictions in the comments, guys, and I wish you all the happiest and safest of Christmases wherever you are in the world. Enjoy the football, enjoy the eggnog and overeating with all the loved ones and your family, and all I want for Christmas is for you to all please like and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you all again very soon.